thank you so much for being here. And if you're watching the replay, thank you so much for being here, not just now, but in the past 2 years. This is this is kind of unbelievable that I have a channel for 2 years now. I mean, what the freakiest time, am I right? So so this is just gonna be a quick little chat. In my head, I had grandiose options and ideas to do for this stream about a month ago, and then hermit mode hit me like a, I don't even know, like a truck. And ever since, I'm like just crawling myself out of that space to be present in other people's lives, and obviously not in a lot of lives, actual lives, but I'm trying to be there for you guys so you don't forget me. But I really am feeling such a hermit mode kind of feeling. It's that in the end, I was just thinking about, let's just have a casual chat, and if you guys want to talk about something, we can even talk about the weather. We will, and then it's gonna be just something. And I see so many people already. It's Thank you so much for being here. And I have my magic wand. It's kind of feel like a wand, isn't it? The Apple Pencil, it does, like magic on the tablet. I kind of like that idea. So there's gonna be some shakiness when I touch the screen, but hey. So we had Kim here first. Thank you so much for being here. Please, everyone, like, subscribe to Kim's channel as well, and all the lovely people who are gonna be here. Or I love you guys. You're the reason why I'm still here after two years. Because if I hadn't find my community here, I wouldn't be here, obviously. Because it's fun to talk about decks in videos and putting out content. I really enjoy that, turns out. Never knew. But the community is what kept me here, and that's why I'm still posting. And I'm here, and I'm enjoying being here because you guys are awesome. So my 2 years on this stream is dedicated to all of you guys, because without you, even if it's cheesy or not, I wouldn't be here. So thank you guys so much for being the part of my life, at least a tiny bit, because you guys are. And hi, Sarah, it's so nice to see you. And I love your hair. I meant to comment it on somewhere because it looks purple. Please do tell me if that is actual purple, because, or blue or something like that, because it looks really cool. We have my twin. Hello, Debbie. How are you doing? And we have Hannah. And yeah, the notice popped a while ago, so it should be okay. Thank you so much for being here. It means a lot to me that you're here tonight. And if you never comment on my videos, my thanks to you is still the same, because you don't have to. If you're just here and you watch, not even, I don't demand or, expect people to watch all of my videos. But if you're just, watching my content here and there, you're still part of the solution, not the problems. You're part of the fun that being a YouTuber actually is. So thank you so much. Even if you don't comment, because you don't have to. It doesn't work like that. Hi, April. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, thank you all. Oh, thank you. I love that word, channelversary. I can't even say it, but I just love it. Okay. I'm trying not to click on it a lot. Yeah, I know, right? I don't know where this, maybe, people who know astrology probably know why this is happening, even though it's the Leo in new moon is supposed to be something like finding your leader, the leader inside of you, finally taking charge of your life or something like that, if I understood it correctly, which is completely fine that if I didn't. But it kind of felt like it's supposed to be a go-getter energy, and I'm like, can I just take a pause on life and go somewhere, deal with everything, and come back? That would be so nice. Oh, thank you so much. I love this. And I dyed my hair today. So, this is how it looks when it's actually freshly dyed. And I would love if it would stay like this. It's not going to be, because it's not my hair, but hair color. Hi, Lisa. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you all guys are all, at least okay. If not, great, because what is great these days? Yes, I hope I said that it's Hannah. I'm trying to say people's name, so you will go. Okay, hair update. It was purple, pink, and turquoise. Oh, that sounds lovely. Good. Please send me a picture somewhere if you do it because I want to see. That sounds amazing. And kind of bi, just saying. So I appreciate the bi flagness of it. Oh, we have a kitty cat. Mine is outside because, she's like, she's that kind of cat who would get up after like 10 minutes and be like, dude, let me out. I don't care what you're doing. I need to go out. So I'm like, let's deal with the problem I had. I use channelversary so much it comes up in my predictive text. There was a lot of channelversaries these days, right? I think so. I did. I mean, not surprising. I think this was the first time when quarantine hit back in 2000 and what was it, 2020? God, we have a beautiful sunset, by the way. But a lot of people started that channel back then because obviously we had more time, and I was starting to work from home, so that's why I started going down the spiritual road and stuff like that. Okay, I think I said hi to everyone, right? Did I say hi to Sandra? I don't think so. Where is Sandra? Okay, so hi Sandra. I kind of said hi to you in my head, but then I realized that it's not exactly the same, right? And I will get back to you. I will hopefully do more live streams in September, but before I forgot, my next 2 week is gonna be busy. It's funny that I'm in this hermit mode and I'm volunteering at a big music festival, so I'm gonna be amongst a lot of people in the next 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks, which is it's gonna be an interesting experience. I already hate things about the whole thing. uh, it's but it was the one of those decisions when you hear that little voice and you had that nudge, and I'm like, I need to apply, and that was one of those, I blame it on the universe kind of thing. So I don't know why I'm doing it, but the universe was like, kind of like, you need to do this, girl. So I'm like, okay, but it's kind of clashing with how I feel currently. Okay, first question. Tell us, what is your favorite kind of video content to share? I think these are my a few months in. That's the playlist. Those are my favorites when I talk about decks that I used in a longer term. But I can actually tell you guys how the deck and the guidebook works for me, because I've seen the cards, in readings. I know how they work with other decks, because even though doing first impression, videos are fun. I absolutely love, like, the Britney Spears Oracle was just so much fun to film because I was like, it's fun. But where I see value in my content is in those videos, and I will start a new series actually, and it's gonna be, the first one is gonna be posted, I think, on the 18th. If I remember, I scheduled it on the 18th, and it's gonna be 3 decks that I work with. um, First separately, one by one, in using a spread, looking, doing a general reading in the video, so you can see how the cards look next to each other in a reading, how you can read them together. Obviously I'm reading them together, but you can maybe get the feeling how they look on the table. And then at the end of the video, what I did was pull one card from each deck, so you can see them all together if you like mixing tarot decks, for example. So that's something that I'm very excited to release and start. So that's coming later. And while I'm not gonna be here, so there's gonna be no pick a cards for the next 2 weeks. But there's gonna be a VR, which I saw on Down Misha's channel. It's the hashtag Tarot 90s feel, which I'm also, it was really fun to film. So that's coming next week. So there's gonna be content. It's just that I'm gonna be even more MIA than usual. But Yeah, there's gonna be no live in the next 2 weeks. Oops, I'm kind of like shaky. Oh, cool. Okay, so Sarah's is in a month. Hope you're gonna have a stream. If you have a stream, I schedule it, and I do let me know, and then I can share it in my community tab. Yes. Oh, hi, Emma. Thank you so much for being here. Emma. Like I'm talking like weirdly. Oh, thank you so much. I mean, I love my hair. Honestly, I'm gonna this color, even though the sun is setting, so we're gonna be a bit more in the dark. It's more cozy. Uh, I really do love this color. I kind of feel like I put some fire in me. I never thought about hair color like that before, but when I picked this color, it's not that wild red hair. It's more of the what I was thinking about. It's the autumnal foresty kind of red when you have like a bonfire and it's starting to burn down and you have those embers in the fire and stuff like that. It kind of made me feel like that. It's a slow burning fiery energy, which kind of like I was like, you know what, I need that. So there was a witchy excuse, or not witchy, not excuse, but I was kind of like a witchy afterthought for the hair color. Besides, I always wanted to be red haired. I had a crush on so many red haired guys when I was a teenager. It's not even funny. And I remember that a lot of people were like, ew, redheads. And I was like, what are you talking about? Their hairs are so beautiful. So I never understood that, like redheads are like not attractive. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? So I always had a crush on red-haired people, and I had envy because I think it's a beautiful hair curl. Oh yes, and subscribe to everyone. But April's videos are really, really um, not useful is not the right kind of word that I want to say. They have substance, so it's totally worth subscribing to her as well. Oh, hi, Pamela. Thank you so much for being here. I have 2 years film, but not uploaded yet. Need to do that. I love scheduling things out. To be honest, I think that's the tourist in me. I really like because I like filming when I feel like filming. That's my Aquarius side. But I love them, scheduling out. So I know that there's always something, and that's the tourist, and they work well together in this aspect. Oh, thank you so much. It's my channel's birthday, which is like 2 years old. Where's the two? Where's the two? And I didn't do the two for the stream, obviously. Ah, the comments jumped. Okay. Yes, April's channel is amazing. Thank you. I really do appreciate this color. Yes. Only reason my viewers go up so fast, I'm too lazy and like know how to. I don't edit. Honestly, the only thing that I edit out of my videos if I cough because that's really loud and annoying. That's the only thing that I cut out. But other than that, I adjust the volume and I don't care. I start the video, I blabber, I don't even know what I say, and then I upload because I that's just so much work, to be honest. For me it wouldn't be fun. Oh, thank you. And I remember that when I was younger, like a long time ago, there was like two kind of reds, a really, really fiery red. What is it called? That's like the Ygritte, from Game of Thrones kind of red, and the purpley kind. And my skin looked really horribly pale with the fiery red, so I had to go with the purpley one, but I never wanted that. But nowadays they make such beautiful combinations because my hair color officially is something like copper blonde, which means that as it fades, it fades into a blonde, light brown color, which suits my skin. So I'm like, thank you, hair gods. Thank you. Hi, Alec. Thank you so much for being here. I love your picture. Da, 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 da. Yes, I mean April puts a lot more effort into her videos than I. Yes, redheads. Hello. I always had a soft spot for redheads. I think red is such a cool color. I mean, I had actual red like bus stop or subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed, it's still that kind of red that I used to have. But really, that sucks to be deprived from that amazing color and being part of the gingerness, the Weasleyness. And the Weasley family added a whole another lovely just aspect to the whole redhead thing. Because I love them. They are so nice. They are nice people. uh, Only 7% of the herd has red hair. We need more redheads procreating. Yes. I mean, I missed out on the procreating bus, but, you know, still, redheads, just, find me. Oh, cool. I mean, white, I think, is really cool as well. White always makes me think about elves. Like, we're gonna walk into Middle Earth and we're gonna be elves. There's a lot of people with red hairs around. My BFF is a redhead. She gave birth to two redheads, a blonde and a brunette. A blonde and a brunette. Cool. Yeah, I was like, but a blonde. It's interesting that there's only 7%, and then there's people who know redheads. My hair does not take well to any dye but black. Ah, yeah. I mean, here is my natural hair. This part, which you can't really see because it's getting dark, but I have, a lot of this is bleached, so it's like kicking off the color quickly. But yeah, now we talked about at least for 10 minutes about hair color, which is fun. I do not dye when I'm wearing my hair ultra short. Amen, freedom. Yes, that's also true. I used to have a much shorter. When I started, I had the pixie, a purple pixie, but I kind of mine is gray. I mean, I started going gray when I was like 21. I inherited that from my father, but I don't care. Like, I didn't care because when I was dyeing it to purple or red or those fashion colors. Next to that, who knows it is that it's gray. I don't care. And to be honest, I don't care with this one either. That was never something that, fortunately, that bothered me. I mean, when it started, it was like, oh, but now I'm like, I don't care. I even have, whites in my eyebrow, which is kind of funny because they are not, they're just sometimes there's just full white. And I'm like, what are you doing? Where did you lose your color? But yeah, if you guys have any questions or I'm gonna pull a card for us at the end. But if you guys, oh god, the sun is really going down, and I kind of don't wanna. Is it better or is it annoying? Do let me know. Maybe if I lean close enough, then the screen is gonna light my face, and it's not that dark. As you can see, this is the quality that I put into my channel. It doesn't mean that I don't love my channel. It just means that I'm lazy. No, it's not true. It's just for me, this works better, like casual chats and turning on the camera and just chatting. I love that. I love doing that. So yeah, you don't have to, ask about tarot if you don't want to. You can, ask about anything. Where did I start my channel? Well, I I always, you know, I think I was one of those people who were like, oh, you know, when YouTube is started to pick up and everyone was like, oh, I'm a YouTuber now. And then the other people were like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber too. And I was like, I want to be a YouTuber too. And at first, I actually had a few videos up about TV shows. I think like 2 or 3 years before I started the tarot stuff. But that never felt as natural as talking about tarot decks. It was just awkward and kind of like depressive, and I wasn't really coming at it from a place that I should have. I just wanted back then to have those videos to talk about the TV shows that I was watching, because I was like, ah, that's a good, you know, good enough thing to start a channel about. And then I kind of, it wasn't really like, I don't know what I was expecting from the channel, but it just wasn't fun. So I kind of stopped after a few videos because I just felt like stupid for doing it. But with this one, when I started, I was like, if there was just one views on a video, honestly, that was the first thing. Like, and it's still true today. If there's more than 0 views on a video, I'm happy about it. Obviously, I love seeing engagement, but I just love talking about tarot. And the first video that I actually did that was like, oh, I might do this, was for the Sacred Destiny Oracle, because I won that deck. Oops, I spilled some oracle, not oracle, tarot cards on the ground. Um, so I won the Sacred Destiny Oracle, and you know, instead of just doing an Instagram post about it and being like, oh, I won this deck and it's so cool, I was like, why not show the deck, you know, on camera? And that was my first video, and I had so much fun doing it that I was like, you know what, I kind of want to do this. And then I was like, and I'm still here. So it was kind of like a let's see, because I kind of want to try. But that could have been the only video that I did. But turns out I love talking about things. Phew, what are some tags you're looking into? Well, the 90s was fun. I've seen one. I've seen two that I want to do when I have more time at the end of the month, hopefully, uh, or maybe in the beginning of September, because I'm working on decks to be, done, which is fun. So I can order them in the beginning of September, because the second zombie deck is coming out, and I need to do the two other decks, the Galaxy RWS and the Questions Oracle, at the same time, so I can, save up on shipping from MPC. So I'm extra busy, but what I want to do is I've seen one, the Tarot Extremes, I think that's the hashtag. I didn't really look into what that is, but it sounds intriguing. And there's the one that Robin posted a video today. There was, I'm gonna check because I can't remember. But Robin posted one, and I know that Simon said that his video is not showing up for the same hashtag, and I just saw that Sandra posted something today as well. Where's the video? All about Tarot 2022. That's something that I want to check out as well. So probably those two that I want to do. And I'm trying to watch you guys, all the videos that you guys post, but I might not be commenting as much as I'm usually. But those two are. Used to have long silky hair in brown color with a reddish shimmer. That's lovely. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know, but I guess you think that, that was a fair trade. I would be like that. And I'm assuming you're like that too. But you know what? Sending you new hair vibes, new hair energy, or a new really cool wig energy. Oh, thank you so much for being here, Debbie, honestly. Ah, oh, that's mean. I mean, you can tell them that, oh, boy, I'm sorry. I mean, I have more important things to do, like watching a live stream. No, just kidding. That bitch is a bitch. I'm really sorry, but I'm so happy you guys are here. And hopefully, all the fingers crossed that you guys are healthy. Thank you. It is done. The Zombie 2 is done. I only need to write the guidebook for it, which I will do when I place the order and wait for the copy. But I still need to do the other two decks. So I would say I'm 50% at the Galaxy RWS. It takes a lot of time to remove the background and keep the lines. And then, coloring is going to be an afternoon, I think. So I'm working on that. The questions is going to be a bit more, but I'm hoping that I can be done with all of them, or the other two by the end of August, and then order the decks at the beginning of September, get them in the middle, post all the walkthroughs and everything, and make them available so you guys have time to get the whole deck or just the second one for Halloween. I really like the Utopia, by the way. It kind of feels like the first deck is the first season of a zombie TV show where the zombies are, everywhere and you have to fight them, and the more darker side of things because the zombies are there, the unknown, the uncertainty, the pain is there. But the second one is Utopia when the zombies are gone and you're like, whoa, I got back my life now, everything is fine, right? And then all the things come up. So there's a lot of, you know, cards like denial and grief in it as well that we have to go through when we experience something like that. So I had fun with that creating, and there's gonna be like a linen version for the full deck, and there's gonna be you can buy the two together and stuff like that. So it's exciting. I'm looking forward to sharing that with people as well. Any shows or movies you've enjoyed lately? Well, since I'm gonna be busy, Netflix just told me that the Neil Gaiman Sandman is out on Netflix, and I'm not able to watch it. So I'm like, please, nobody spoil it. But to be honest, I'm kind of going down on a Jane Austen rabbit hole. I watched. I know a lot of people hate the Persuasion. I think that's the one on Netflix. I enjoyed that because I never read the book, and then I watched Emma, which was fun. I enjoyed it a bit more, and then I found John Flynn, think, who plays Mr. Knightley, because he sings and he has albums out and he sings English folk music, and I'm like, so I'm listening to him for a while now, but I'm kind of going down in a rabbit hole with that, and I already got myself the complete works of Jane Austen, so I want to read that one as well. But before that, I need to finish the Dune books because I'm just finished only the first one, and I'm reading Meg Cabot's Abandon series. I'm in the second book with that one, which is not as good as I was expecting. But TV shows more. What did I watch? Moonhaven. That's a new sci-fi with Dominic Monaghan, and I think that's brilliant. I really do love Moonhaven. If you like sci-fi, I definitely recommend that one. Yes, I mean I'm trying to. I'm learning digital painting, and the decks. My previous decks are digital montages and collages, and the Galaxy RWS is a digital painted watercolor deck actually. So I'm in a complete noob level at it, but I always loved messing around in Photoshop with layers and blendings and stuff like that. So that's how I made the first Zombie Oracle, but the second was made in Procreate, which was much more easier and much more fun. Don't say anything, please don't say anything. But yeah, I'm just like it. I'm so excited for it, but I don't want to start it now because I don't want to just watch one episode and not be able to watch the whole thing. So I'm gonna postpone it and watch it when I'm back from the whole festival thing. So please wish me luck with that and Miami. Um, it's more about, I mean, me neither actually, which is kind of funny. But I loved Walking Dead was fun in the beginning, and when they didn't kill Negan, I stopped watching it. So me and the Walking Dead happens and goes well until they didn't kill Negan, and then I stopped watching it. But it's kind of like a post-apocalyptic TV show feel. So it's not, there's only one card with zombies, and there's only one in the original one, and there's only one, I think only one in this one as well. Beth, oh hi Beth, thank you so much for being here. I didn't see that. If I can help, I mean, I'm still, like I said, I'm using it only since I got my iPad, and that's been like only a few months, but I really enjoy using it. It's so user friendly. That is, I went through the whole manual and I watched tutorials, and it's just easy to work with. Yes. Yes. Oh, okay, cool. I mean, we had to read, Pride and Prejudice in high school, but what do I understand? What did I understand anything about stuff like Pride and Prejudice in high school? Nothing. It was like, oh, a love story, who cares? And I don't think we had to. I was thinking about this the other day, but I don't think we actually had to read the whole thing. I think we just read experts when we was going to English literature. So, I've never read Emma, for example. That's for sure. So yeah, I wanna do that. Zombieland is so much fun. I love Zombieland. Oh, the older episode. I think there's only 2 movies, right? But both of them are awesome. I was going for something, like The Walking Dead and Zombieland and stuff like that with my deck and the guidebook. I really love my guidebook. Honestly, I love that. I think it's funny. I know a lot of people didn't read it because they didn't even realize that there was a guidebook, but there is. Um, yeah, no, I would be terrified if a zombie would show up and I would die. Just the plain sight of a zombie, I wouldn't be like, oh, where's something that I can kill it with. I would be like, ah, and then I die because it would reach me. So, you know. Uh, yeah, I can explain. It's just for me. But ask, like if you look into the deck, it's not a scary deck. I mean, if someone wants a scary zombie deck, it's gonna be a disappointment because it's not a scary zombie deck. And now I would have named it something like the zombie TV show deck or something like that. I would have added something in the title that would have made it understandable. That's why the second deck is called Season 2 Utopia. So it kind of maybe implies that it's like a TV show. Zombieland is fun. Honestly, it's not scary. It's fun. And I don't know if you guys watched. I wanted to say it too quickly. The other TV show, which was brilliant, but a lot of people don't know about. With Murphy. Oh my god! Oh my god! It's on Netflix. I know that. Maybe someone will mention the. Not sure about the title. Yeah, Zombieland is the title for, and it's fun. I mean, Woody Harrelson is. I'm opening, Netflix, and what's the first thing? The Sandman, and I'm like, I know, I'm gonna watch it. It's on my list for a reason. Oh god, it's a zombie. What's the title? iZombie was fun, but I'm not thinking about iZombie. And it's God, it's not in the title. Jesus. Oh, it's gonna bug me now. Z. Z Nation, Z Nation. That was the one, right? Z Nation. Come on, it was on. Last time I checked. Yes, it's on Netflix. It's Z. It's called Z Nation. This is a brilliant TV show. It's better than Walking Dead. It makes fun of the Walking Dead, but it make in the first few episodes they didn't really know where they want to go with the show. If they want it to be like like a serious zombie related TV show, or it was a comedy and like a caricature of zombie TV shows. But then they found their rhythm, and they went into just so many beautiful places. And my deck is more into that realm of zombie things than The Walking Dead, actually, because I really enjoy the subtle jokes and just making fun of. Sometimes they made fun of the Walking Dead in such an obvious way, but it was just brilliant. So I definitely, and it was smartly written. The stories were brilliant. The characters were, like there was just so many things that happened that by the end it was just brilliant. But for some reason a lot of people didn't even know about the show, and I'm just so sad because it's amazing. Yeah, vampires are fun too. Oh, vampires are my favorite. I know. I do love vampires as well, obviously. Have you watched, there was a teenage show on Netflix. I watch all of Netflix. um which was a Romeo and Juliet kind of, like vampire hunter, and we're gay and we love each other, and like the usual teenage, which was, it was kind of good, but some things were annoyingly badly written, which I'm like, you did not explain that thing, you didn't do that thing, and people are not as stupid as you're pretending them to be. So I will let you know when I watch Sandman. It's gonna be probably the end of August. I think it was it? No, it wasn't the World War. I can't remember. That was a scary one, honestly. Yes, the Brad Pitt. I watched it for Brad Pitt, obviously, but that was scary. I can't remember the exact title anymore. World War Z. Yes, I think so. I mean, I just wasn't sure because that was a Tom Cruise movie at some point with something like War of Words or something like that. Yeah, World War Z. Okay, that was scary. My deck is nothing like that. I wouldn't do a deck like that. I enjoy like let's sometimes make fun of what we're doing when there's a zombie attack. And nice. Yeah. I mean, I watched the movie obviously because Brad Pitt, and back then I liked Tom Cruise because I didn't know what he was, and I don't mean just the fact that he's a Scientologist. I mean what kind of a person he is. I ever since I found that found out more about him, I can't watch anything with him. I'm just too annoyed by him. So he ruined all the favorite sci-fi movies I had because he's like, oh. But yeah. So back then for me the movie, when the movie came out, it was good enough. Now looking back, what they did with, oh god, who played the child, the little girl, Kirsten Dunst. That relationship, even though you understand that it's a vampire, and now something like that wouldn't fly because that would be like uh, these days that would be questionable for a good reason, I think. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming it's the bird or the verbose. I don't know what that bird means. My sister is the big, or was, or I don't even know if she is still, but she was the big Anne Rice uh, person in our family. I was more into the dragons, unsurprisingly. But okay, 40 minutes. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna go longer than an hour. Loved interview. Oh, let's start. Still giggle Lester's like still whining. Do you mind? I might listen to the music under this. Yeah. I mean, I honestly I can't remember, and now I can't watch it because freaking Tom Cruise ruins everything for me. If you want to look into Scientology and what he did, go and watch the channel Growing Up in Scientology because he posts really cool. I mean, really honest things about things, and then after that, you're not gonna like him as well. I'm just saying. Oh, okay. She's broke like Chin's curtains in a haunted parlor. I kind of like that though. Kind of. I mean, vampires kind of suit that Victorian era. I think still. I enjoy modern vampires because obviously vampires don't just live in a certain time period, and none of them have found me yet. I don't know how long do I need to ask. I mean, I'm kind of still in my prime, so I wouldn't mind looking like this. But as I'm getting older, I'm like, I don't want to be an old looking vampire, so please hurry up. But I was thinking about something else besides being a vampire. Oh, yeah. Like, I'm looking forward to the new Blade movie that's coming, in the Marvel universe. I enjoyed Wesley Snipes as Blade. I think he was brilliant. I understand why he can't be, and I like the actor who was chosen for Blade, and I'm hoping that they're gonna do something amazing. Even though my faith in Marvel kind of shattered when they did the latest what was the movie that Wanda was in, Doctor Strange, because I and my, like my family who watches Marvel movies, we watched the whole WandaVision TV show. We loved the WandaVision. And then we went into the theater and watched a movie where the director had no idea what happened in the TV show. And they did the same thing. They they created the same, emotional arch and storyline for the character that she already dealt with in the TV show, and we were like, what the fuck is happening? Before that, I had like an absolute faith that they know all the moving parts. They look at the big picture when they creating movies, and that was a huge disappointment. So when we were watching, when we went to watch Thor, I was like, if this is not good, I'm kind of like starting to fall out of love with Marvel, as in the cinematic universe. But at least Thor was good. But because of what they did with Doctor Strange and Wanda specifically, I'm kind of like, I hope they not fuck up Blade as well, because I periodically rewatch Blade, the Blade movies, because I just love that one. Also, I really enjoyed the TV show. Marcus was amazing in it, and I had that, and it was cancelled after the first season. A lot of people doesn't even know that there was a TV show, and I'm just so sad because I think it was brilliant, and I used to have it downloaded, and I kept it for like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 years, but then I needed more space on my hard drive, and I deleted the TV show. So, but that was a good TV show, and everybody was good except Blade, which kind of sucked because he was the main character, and I don't know why, but I don't know if it was the actor or just the writing or something. It wasn't working, and when the main guy is not working for a TV show, obviously it's not like something that you can bye Emma, thank you so much for being here. It's sometimes something you can keep, but it was so annoying because everything else besides Blade was so great. The writing, the other characters, like the antagonist, the vampire on the other side, Marcus, he was like amazing. So Sarah, do let me know if you watched it, because maybe you watched the TV show, because like vampires. And yeah, and I rambled for like 5 minutes, but what I wanted to say that Aliyah was, in the next movie, and I still love how she said, they come out wherever you are. That part when she just says that's what stuck in my head. She was brilliant in the movie. I just love this, like, less that babe, I love you, but I'm 100% done with, 1000% done with your shit right now. It happens, long term relationship. So I've heard. I know, right? And maybe that's why I'm like into Jane Austen, because I haven't read or watched anything romantic for, I'm not kidding, about 10 years, because I was just like, I don't want to do that. But I'm kind of getting more back into, let's allow myself to be a bit more romantic, in a sense that, like, oh, it's nice to live through other people. So I'm like, oh, let's go there. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, same. Absolutely same. And Ryan Reynolds is in Blade, which was so much fun. I wish the Blade movies they are they are so well done. I love that. I I would love to see the frame painting in the background sometime if you want to show it. It's just a picture, by the way. But going on a hot air balloon. Can you can see? I'm gonna just check if you can see. Is on my wish list. So I have this picture, or whatever it's called, like framed photo, whatever thing, for like 15 years, and I still haven't gone on a hot air balloon. But it's a reminder that I kind of need to go on a hot air balloon. I always wanted to go. Would you really want to live forever feasting on the life force of others? Yeah. I know, it's like, I don't want to do it as a human, but when you're a vampire, you're just eating. And I mean, like, I can be as hypocritical because I eat meat, I eat plants, I'm using their life force to stay alive. And I'm not saying I would kill, because I think it's, like, you need to kill your prey as bullshit. You don't need to kill your food. I'm just gonna eat a little and move on. Of course. Look up the TV show. I mean, if you can still download it somewhere. I don't think it's legally available anywhere. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much for being here. Oh yes, happy birthday to your husband. I used to. Oh really? That's so cool. And there's a channel, and the guy hasn't posted for a while, so I need to check if I'm still subscribed, because YouTube might have unsubscribed me, which would be sad. There's a guy that I found who has a garden, not a garden, like, it's not a garden channel. It's a bigger one, where they grow trees and, like, plants that they sell, and he posts things like, um, how to repot stuff, and I just really enjoy his energy and the way he talks, how he, like, organizes what to plant where, and I just really enjoy that. And he had a video where he and some other guys from the farm, he's in America, they went for a hot air balloon ride, and he filmed the whole thing and shared it. And it's like literally 40 minutes, like them being in a hot air balloon, going up and landing. And I just enjoyed that so much. Just looking at someone, like, being in a hot air balloon on top of trees. So, I know a lot of people don't think, like, I mean, I don't want to hurt my family, but everybody else. But yeah, I mean, so far no vampires claimed the option to turn me. So yeah, I know. I mean, these days I'm happy for just simple things. So later in life. Hi, Micah. Thank you so much for being here. I mean, if I will be, I'm gonna be on TerraTube. Probably if I start only stream in the middle of the night, and I'm gonna be more paler and stuff like that. Then you can start being suspicious. I might visit you. I'm not gonna hurt you. Don't worry. I think you can learn that. I'm gonna probably disappear until I learn how to control myself. Oh, cool. Sarah, yes, Sarah. Sarah S.L. Wyman's Rocking Writing is Sarah. Please subscribe to her because she needs some encouragement, to post more content. They used to set up head or balloons by Mount Highs. They're like, I know. I'm not saying that it's fun to live next to them, but I kind of wanna. Yeah. There was a hot air balloon festival somewhere in the country that we went to when I was like 25 or something. I know that it was after I started to get better. So it was around the time when I was 25 or, before I was 30. And I couldn't get on one because we just went to, watch them because it was expensive. And I have a big family. And so if not everybody can do something, we don't just pick someone to do it. So we just went and watched them and it was fun. But there was like 100 in a field, so that was loud. But it was fun. And it was fun. And I know it can be dangerous, but I still want to do it. Says the vampire. I mean, I'm not the vampire yet. After that, I mean, I don't know exactly where you live, so you're safe. Honestly, I'm gonna be like Dexter. If there's a lot of Hungarian politicians who suddenly start dropping dead, it's gonna be me, and I'm not gonna be sorry for that. Yes, please do so. Because she's honestly she's so supportive and she's so lovely and she I mean, we had a really fun chat about vampires. Actually, she was on my channel, so you can watch that as well if you want to get to know her a little more. They have Watermelon Festival in Albuquerque. I love that. It's quite beautiful. Oh, and there was a TV show, hidden in plain sight. I think that was which was set in Albuquerque, and I loved that TV show as well. There's so many TV shows that I love. That's why I wanted to start the channel about. Let's talk about TV shows. Maybe I should do some monthly stream where it's not terror related and where we're just like, oh, have you watched that? Have you watched this? And have some people on and just chat about TV shows. But I would totally join your webcam. I eat some voice. I know. I can, like count on you. I don't like Breaking Bad. I really wanted to like it. I watched like half the first season because I was like, I need to watch more because people love it. But maybe in your area, but for me, boys are totally allowed. I'm not picky about gender. Anybody can join. I'm open to, like, I'm not even sure if I want my own coven. That sounds like too much responsibility. I think I just, I can do some solitary things and then I go back and join. Okay. I mean, I probably noticed that when I was watching it, but I can't remember. I know I really wanted to because I know a lot of people love it, and maybe it's because it's drugs, and I know it's not about drugs, but I kind of never. I usually don't like things when it's like it's about how you relate to that amount of using drugs or making drugs and stuff like that. I'm completely fine with vampires. There's a line, you know. I don't know. Okay, so there's 5 minutes, so I'm gonna pull a card for us, as in not for the channel, before I, you know, say goodbye to you guys. And fade into the darkness. But I kind of wanna just pull a card that how to word this. Just pull some positive message that we can turn into some gratitude practice. Eating people is fine, but drugs are out. Yes. Because people don't die, you know, and they can heal faster if I give them my blood. You know, there are positive things than using drugs. If you're looking for a good TV show, I suggest, yeah, I watched that one, and it was a weird one. I don't know what I think about that one either. That's the Stephen King one, right? With the time travel thing, if I remember correctly. I think so. But yeah, I watched it, but I know that I thought if that's the one that I was thinking of, some of them was like, what? But I'm thinking about, what do I watch? I love Only Murders in the Building. I think that's brilliant. That's a really good one. Can't remember. But of course, Umbrella Academy is amazing. Okay, I'm not gonna say anything about season 3. Only one thing that you're not gonna be disappointed, and it's, I mean, close. And I love number 5. I mean, that guy, the actor, and the role is just he. I know that he's so young, but he plays that character so well. I really do appreciate the TV show. I love it because it's smart, it's funny, and it's complex, but it's so well written. Oh. Very visual. Not Stephen King. Okay, maybe then. I'm gonna look into it, because maybe I'm misremembering things. Excellent writing, yes. And what I said is that before I pulled the card, Doctor Strange, the latest movie. So if you haven't watched that, just mute me for like a few seconds. They try to be this abstract. We're like, oh, we're in another world, and we're like so complex, and they just did it like kind of like, I for me it wasn't, you know, it was more of a, what are you doing feeling when I was watching the movie. And the exact same thing is done so well in Umbrella Academy, because they are switching back and forth between timelines. There are so many complex side stories, and they are so well written that I'm just appreciating the show for the writing itself, which is like already one thing. And the cast is amazing. So yeah. And why is no cards are getting out? Jennifer's Body. I can't remember. I'm sure I've watched it, but I can't remember. You guys, no cards want to come out. What is this shit? I mean, there's a lot of cards already flipped, but I'm not choosing them. So I would like to get one card for us being here or watching the replay. I'm going to pull another one because we have the devil. And I think this is just for the, you know, it's not for us to be, it's not for the spiritual one. This is just tarot being like, we can join in the conversation about vampires and stuff like that. So this is just the tarot deck being funny. Yeah, Hannah probably, but it's completely fine. Please, you know, I love people with different tastes in TV shows and movies because I can find something new. Ooh, okay. Micah is pulling a card from the same deck as well. Get rid of your addictive bloodlust. I just want to live forever. I don't have, like a bloodlust. Ah, okay. The Three of Cups. This is the spiritual meaning, or am I drinking? Blood? No, this is friendship. We can be grateful for, and you might see some hollow on my nails, but this is exactly what why I'm grateful for you guys, because you gave me the company, and we can just make fun of the devil. I mean the card, not the devil itself. Don't come for me. But this is the fun part of being on tarot. It's the community, it's you guys. So which one did you feel? Did you feel the devil or the Three of Cups? Because both are funny. I mean, the devil was kind of funny, but the Three of Cups makes sense because, yeah, it's a perfect one to be grateful for and just enjoy as a closing card for our time together tonight. And I need to flip over my cards because I managed to shuffle some reverse, and that's bothering me because I have problems. Three of Cups. Oh, that's so cool. I mean, it was my awe. My awe sounds like a Three of Cups. That's so cool. I know, right? It's an excellent card. Hi Denji. Thank you so much. I'm just closing off, but thank you so much for dropping by. So yes, you guys, this was my. Can't believe I'm on YouTube for 2 years now, and hopefully I will not lose the will and the enjoyment and the patience and the time and everything to continue, because this is something that brings me joy on it, not a daily basis, because I'm not like that weirdo, but on an overall scale it brings me joy. It's definitely something that always fills me up with good energy. So thank you so much for being a part of it. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for showing up in live streams and watching my videos and commenting, because that's how I can feel that someone is watching, and those things make videos making video making fun. And just a quick another reminder, I'm not gonna be around for the next 2 weeks. I mean, there's not gonna be live streams or something like that, but there's a scheduled videos going up, so I will try to come and check the comments. But if I'm not really in here, just know that I'm amongst people and I'm doing work. So wish me luck with that one as well, and have a great rest of the evening, or the rest of your day wherever you are, and see you next in the next one.